Hello. This video is just a brief answer to your question. This video is for Damilola. I hope I'm saying that RO. I see that you asked about vocal fry. So vocal fry is something where you kind of grit your voice a little bit before or during the singing process. So if I say, I'm going to love you, that every time I say, I love you, that is an example of a vocal fry. So pretty much, um, you relax when you do that. Just to give you a disclaimer, it's not something that people should do commonly because a bit of it has to do with the vocal folds kind of rubbing together. And it goes back to a lot of times when singers push from the throat, when they sing, they do that. So, like right now, as I'm talking, and I'm not really putting an emphasis on my voice, you'll notice the voice falls back into that type of sound. Now, sometimes you'll get singers that do that, and if you want to start like endeavoring towards it, since one of the questions kind of evolve around you not being capable at this time of reaching, you know, this as a style. So what you do is pretty much, have you ever when you just let your voice kind of, it kind of feels like it's twiddling together and you're not really making um, a note. It's more of a act um, that, is kind of being done by the throat. And it normally happens when we're speaking at a very low register. The voice naturally goes into the throat, and because we're not putting a lot of emphasis on it. Now with singing, once you get that, I know, no, so things like the ones that you'll get a good fry on is if you're saying I, because I's a vowel that kind of, it starts in the throat. I, A. There's a few other letters that when we say it, it kind of pushes off from here. So the flip side of that, if you didn't want to do that, when you say an I, you would put a small H in front of it, so it'd be more of a hi, hi. It puts that back down in the chest. But this goes back to what I was talking about in the first video. If you take a moment, if you have some time, check it out. It talks about the throat. We try to stay away from here. You want to be able to sing as long as you want. Of course, after singing so long, you can become, physically and vocally tired, but you don't want to aggravate the voice box or the larynx, because we need that. And if you get very comfortable in doing that, it creates polyps and things and issues with your throat. So some singers, they use it, but if you notice, even when they do, they don't use it commonly. So I hope this answered your question. Just wanted to get back to you quickly. Take care. Bye.